And this is not just your normal expansion, because this has got a whole new campaign, a whole story. You play through the opposite perspective as the Banished. And so new blur cinematic, something I'm really excited. I love the story from Halo Wars 2 and to continue that. But of course for multiplayer, we've got new things like new leaders, new maps, a Terminus firefight mode that's really designed with co-op in mind. And you get to take on an ancient, you could take on the Flood. So it's going to be just a lot of great stuff for Halo fans. And that's coming in 4K with HDR on September 26th.
So I really love the firefight feature. That's like one of my favorites. And it's also a lot of content that you just announced there. And when we're talking about a lot of stuff is also happening at Xbox Game Pass, right?
Yes, Xbox Game Pass is probably the best value in gaming.
Yeah.
We launched it in June. For $9.99, you get over 100 games you can download and play. We're expanding that to 8 new markets, and we're actually adding 7 new titles this month, including Recore Definitive Edition. If you're a Game Pass member, you get that for free.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Actually, Dirt Rally just went into Xbox Game Pass as well, one of my favorite games from last year, so you should definitely check that out. Now, to celebrate the expansion of Xbox Game Pass, we're giving away Game Pass codes. So get over to Mixer now. If you're not already watching there, you should be. Make sure you're signed into your Microsoft account, and you're automatically entered just for watching.
Nice.
So for a lot of gamers, Aaron, they are focused on exclusives. Like, what kind of updates have we got there? Yeah, tell me about exclusives.
Yes,
you know, you're on
my
Twitter.
Twitter feed every day. Well, of course, people pick Xbox because we have the biggest franchises, the biggest exclusives, whether you're a fan of Halo or Gears of War or Forza. This holiday, personally, Xbox One, I'm really excited. Xbox One will be the only console where you can play Forza Motorsport 7, Cuphead, and PUBG. So really excited about that. Also, timed with the Xbox One X launch, we have Super Lucky's Tale. It's another exclusive. But it doesn't stop there, because into the spring, we have Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3. So we're basically non-stop hitting our fans with more and more exclusive titles. So there'll be tons of great games to play. But of course, we know people want great big blockbuster games, and they want them enhanced for Xbox One X. We want games that will take advantage of that 40% power advantage, that 60% memory advantage. I'm excited to announce that we have over 100 titles that we are, with our partners, announcing will be enhanced for Xbox One X. And so I think the great thing as a gamer is, no matter if you're a fan of RPGs or sports games or shooters, whatever your type of game is, these games are going to look and play better on Xbox One X.
Amazing. You can check out that list right now, right? If you head over to majornelson.com.
That's where we're putting it.
That's what Larry's been doing. He couldn't make it to Gamescom. We've got him putting that list up.
Hand typing each name.
Brilliant. Shannon, Aaron, fantastic. We covered a lot of ground there. I'm going to try and recap it, right? So
this is a quiz.
Oh, yeah, you can correct me if I get anything wrong here. Over 100 titles enhanced for Xbox One X, and you can check out that list
and that's
right now.
Today. We were at 4083, so by launch, the list will keep growing.
Fantastic. Right. Recore Definitive Edition announced, and it's coming to Xbox Game Pass on August 29th. We talked about those enhanced family titles as well, Shannon. And Super Lucky's Tale is coming soon too, and we've got an amazing Age of Empires event tomorrow night with more news and lots of great stuff for PC gamers coming up as well.
Absolutely.
Did I miss anything?
I think
Halo
enough
Wars
of us.
2.
Let's see some more games.
Xbox Game Pass in new markets as well? Why not? Thank you so much.
Really fun.
Can't wait to spend more time with you this week in
great.
Cologne. Right, now it's time to take to the track with Forza Motorsport 7, my favourite. Let's take a look at the danger and the beauty of competitive racing at the limit.
there's super shiny and there's like super duper shiny.
Oh, I love it. It makes my heart do funny things every time I see that.
Really, I can feel it from here.
love
He's
it.
moderately
Or
vibrating.
maybe it's just the presence of Bill. I don't know.
Yeah.
Column A, little column B.
So, yeah, of course, we're joined by Bill Giese from Turn 10 Studio. So, first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate that. And, yeah.
You've been really busy lately at Turn 10, right? Lots of new car announces, new track announces.
Yeah. Nürburgring is you know,
Yes.
get to show off Nürburgring, which is great because we're here in Germany.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Being able to see that in dynamic weather, it's awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. So we know Forza is a huge franchise on Xbox already, but we've got lots of PC news today, right?
Yes,
Talk us through that.
a ton. So this is the first Forza built from the ground up for PC. And it's an epic PC title. We've got 700 cars, dynamic weather, dynamic sky. So every time you go to a track, it's different. A massive new motorsport-inspired campaign mode. It'll be on PC, native 4K and unlocked frame rate for those high-end PCs. And for us, we've got a huge community of players. Forza has over 5 million active monthly players. And with Forza 7, we're going to be bringing, all those passionate console players and all the passionate PC players into one place.
That's so
Fantastic.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys at Forza are, that's what I was saying, you are quite literally puddle measurers. That's something that
all right.
you do.
Should I be offended? I don't know.
No, I
No,
think
She calls everyone that.
Okay.
well,
common
not
name.
to your face. No, but I mean, it's a good thing. You want that kind of level of detail.
Yeah.
But I was just kind of wondering, like, what's the sort of weirdest thing that's happened making game? Because I feel like you've got some probably good stories there, more than many other titles.
I mean, people think about developing games, you just sit in an office all day. But no, our team, Capture Team, they've done some crazy things. When we went out to go capture the 911 GT2 RS, the first one that came off the line, Porsche actually took down to South Africa because they were going to do all their marketing materials. They were going to capture it all there.
Yeah.
We sent our team down there. That was the first time we got to see it. And as they're out there taking pictures, all of a sudden the Porsche representative just starts covering the cars. He's like, nope. And out in the distance, we could see these drones flying in because people had heard Porsche was there and they wanted to get the scoop, right?
Sneaky.
They had to wait 45 minutes for the batteries to die, for these drones to fall, pull it off again, and then they were able to capture the car.
Wow, I'm glad drone
lengths
batteries
that yous
don't
go
work
to.
Oh, I know.
any longer. You were telling us a story about Dubai.
Yes. So
Tell us
we
that
went out to Dubai. Obviously, it was a chilly 120 degrees. When we went out to capture reference there, we melted two $2,500 cameras because it was so hot.
Melted cameras.
Yes.
It sounds
So all
like
that hard work goes into a game that we know it looks incredible
Right.
on Xbox One X and on high-spec PCs as well, right? But not everyone has a beast gaming PC.
Right,
So
right.
If I've got like a mid or a lower spec PC,
Are you hinting for your Christmas present?
Yes,
I really feel like you are. You've only got a mid one. Can I get an answer?
Yeah, well,
how's it going to look on those lower specs?
the last few years, the Forza Tech engine's been on PC. We had Forza 6 Apex, Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah.
And in that time, as we've been working on the engine over time, we've been able to lower our min spec to an i5 750.
Okay.
In fact, at the office, I play it on a Surface Pro 4. Yeah, and not only that, our recommended spec has been lowered as well, and it still runs at a rock-solid 60 frames per second. We really wanted to bring, all the millions more players that are on mid to lower end spec machines, bring them into the Forza fold.
Good stuff.
So, I mean, obviously most players of Forza will probably use a controller, but there are some out there, who do like their peripherals. What can you tell us about that for Forza?
Well, we've got over 30 officially supported wheels, which is really cool. But with multi-USB support, you can take any of the boutique wheels or pedal sets that you have.
Wheels?
Yes.
I didn't know that was a thing.
They got pin now.
Do they come with like furry?
Yeah,
like,
right. Really decorated,
dice?
ornate. Yeah, and they can mix and match them.
Yeah.
When we started to build it, the entire team got so excited. We brought in all these USB peripherals that we could find, from flight sticks to fight sticks. I've even raced Forza 7 on a Guitar Hero guitar, a drum set, and a dance pad. Yeah.
Why are there not videos of this?
I know,
Nobody's
right?
sharing these on the internet
It looks
now.
amazing. It looks amazing.
Demonstrate Guitar
But
Hero.
I obviously probably wasn't very that fast. But the point is, players won't use that stuff. But whatever you got laying around in your closet, you can just plug it in and play. And after the stream today, people can go check out Xbox Wire, and they can see our officially our full list of official peripherals, and they can see our PC specs.
All right, fantastic. Remind us when Forza Motorsport 7 is going to be available, Bill.
The Deluxe and Standard Edition will come out October 3rd. And then for Ultimate Editions players, they actually get to play it 4 days early on September 29th.
So they can feel superior
Right?
to everyone
Show
else
everybody.
for 4 whole days. And that's all we ever really want in life.
what it's all about,
Feel
let's be honest.
superior for a moment.
Bill, thank you very much
Thank
for your
you.
time. Always a pleasure to see you. it. Now, don't forget that you can go to Xbox Wire right now and you can get all of that PC Forza Motorsport 7 information right there. So there's no doubt it's going to look amazing on a high-spec gaming PC, but of course it will also look stunning in true 4K on the Xbox One X, and fans attending Gamescom right here in Cologne this week will be able to get hands-on and see for themselves how beautiful it is. Spoiler alert, it looks amazing.
I would say distractingly beautiful, almost to the fact that it makes me drive terribly.
Absolutely.
I might just be a terrible driver. And of course, there's lots more exciting announcements coming up on the show, including Shadow of War, Sea of Thieves, and we've got something very special for all you Minecraft fans. And don't forget, we've got that big pre-order announcement coming soon, so stay tuned.
But first, let's take a closer look at the most powerful console in the world.
Love saying that. He loves it.
The Xbox One X. Still goosebumps, Maxie, isn't it?
Yes,
Still
it is.
goosebumps. Oh, how good was it to see that at E3? Well, we're joined by Mike Ibarra from Xbox Platform Engineer. And Mike, thank you for coming on the show. And what a year for Xbox so far.
It's always great to be here at Gamescom. There's so much energy and excitement. I just can't wait for the week.
So we just saw the trailer for Xbox One X that we revealed at E3. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
And people will be able to play it at Gamescom this week. How important is that for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge milestone for us. In fact, the first time people in Europe will be able to play Xbox One X here at Gamescom. In fact, if you look at Xbox One S, Windows 10 PCs, and Xbox One X, we'll have over 170 stations for people to play the best versions of the games. We're really excited.
Wicked. Now, a question that's been on my mind, and people are asking me as well. If I've already got an Xbox One or an Xbox One S, and I'm adding an Xbox One X to the family, how easy are we making that transition to the new console?
Yeah, a lot of the feedback we had was to make that easy for people. And so there's three things we're really doing. The first is we want to make sure that the settings on an existing Xbox can transfer over to Xbox One X. So we'll provide a very easy way to do that. And Aaron announced over 100 games with Xbox One X enhancements. And so one of the things we want to do is for some of those games, get you all of those updates before Xbox One X launches, so that when you get your Xbox One X, you plug it in and you're in those awesome, amazing games, which would be really incredible. The third thing we're doing is if you add an Xbox to your home, we're going to let you copy games and apps off your home network instead of having to manually move them or re-download them from the internet. So people's ability to copy those from Xbox to Xbox will be a big feature too. And
if I've got a ton of games on an external HDD, I can just plug that into my X, right?
Yeah, you and I have external drives on our Xbox with our games. And so
Lots.
that's just a matter of unplugging it from one, plugging it into the X, and all your games are ready to play.
This is a real lifesaver. I really have to say this because it saves a lot of time. So it really makes it easy for me to just jump into the Xbox One X, right?
Yeah.
And also the system update is in preview right now. So what can we talk about there?
Yeah, I mean, it's in preview right now. This is an update across the entire Xbox family of devices. And we're really happy with where it's at. There's so many features that would take a long time to go through them. But a couple of those is right when you boot up, you'll notice a brand new home. And so with home, we always focus on speed and performance. And so it's the fastest home that we've ever had. In addition to that, we focus on discovery. We want people to easily find other gamers to play with. So for example, if Graham is broadcasting on Mixer, I'll see it right on home and I can watch what he's playing. Or Maxie, if you have a looking for group up, you're looking for more players in Halo 5, I'll see that and hop in your game. So bringing people together is important for us. And one of the biggest things we've had a lot of feedback on is people want to make home theirs. They want a personalization of that. And so we're introducing content blocks. With content blocks, I can pin people. I can pin you and Graham on there. I can pin games, clubs, and it's easy access for me to see everything that's going on from the developer, from the achievements that you're getting, and keep that dialogue. But it's really about gamer choice. So if I want a minimalistic home of just one screen, I can have that, or I can have pages of pinned items to really engage with the community. So personalization is a big effort for us as well there. Brand new guide. Second thing is a brand new guide that we're doing, optimized for speed and layout. You'll notice instead of vertical, we've moved it to horizontal so people can get to what they want to very fast and stay in their games, which is a big element. And an all new redesigned community tab. And so the activity feed that you have, being able to see, like, comment on what's going on, and more importantly, more gamer choice, being able to filter that activity feed. So I can, if I don't want to see Graham and what he's doing, I can remove him.
Hey, never will do that. Never.
Or club activity in games. So more customization and personalization options to give people the choice of how they want the system to work for them.
Nice. And you've got a cool new feature to show us for the first time here on the show tonight, right?
That's right. We're adding a light mode to the console. And so today when you boot up, it's in dark mode. We'll have a light mode as well. And we'll keep dark mode. Users can choose which one they want to use. But the light mode is something I really like. It's very inviting. It's very easy to navigate. And again, you can choose dark or light, whatever mode you want. That'll hit the builds very soon.
That looks really cool. Loads of people have asked me about that. So it's great to see it,
So Mixer has become a really big part for Xbox, and I see you a lot on Mixer. I see you streaming a lot, PUBG.
Yeah. And a lot of chicken dinners as well.
I saw Brandon here. Awesome announcement that we're publishing the console version of that game. I've been known to stream that a little bit. I'll be here at Gamescom all week, live streaming off Mixer Create app on iOS and Android. And so that's still in beta. When that launches, we're going to actually have native, not just live streaming, but also game streaming on both those platforms. So the best mobile games can then be watched right off of Mixer natively.
Excellent. Love that. So loads of new features. And I'm sure there's tons more to come as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many features coming. Stop by the Mixer booth at Gamescom and our booth to see them. I want to thank all of the people helping us test the update. Without that feedback, we co-create that together. So keep the feedback coming, and we're really happy for this week.
Yes, much love to the insiders. They're brilliant.
Yeah, feedback is very important, and thank you so much for telling all these news to us. And since we talked about PUBG, it's all about survival, and we have another game that's also all about survival. Let's take a look at State of Decay 2.
What would you do if the world you knew was gone? How would you protect yourself and the ones you love from the terror just outside the walls?
In this world of the living and the dead, how will you survive?
There's a taster of what to expect in this sequel to State of Decay 2. And if that's anything to go by, it's going to taste like rotting flesh.
Yummy.
Hey, we're joined by Jeff from Undead Labs. That wasn't a link to you, by the way.
I hope not.
No, fine. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, if anybody, had State of Decay passed them by, and I really, really recommend playing the first one on back compat. I just did it recently, but can you just tell us really quick what's it all about?
Yeah, State of Decay is it's all about your own survival fantasy. We wanted to make a game that captured that part of the zombie genre that was you and your friends sitting around at the pub after a good zombie flick and kind of talking about your own personal survival plans. And so the game's built around that. We give you the tools to go tell your own survival story and see how you do.
So Jeff, I love post-apocalyptic stories, right? So tell me, how did we get into this mess? How did we get into the apocalypse in State of Decay 2?
Well, that's something you have to find out as a player. We revealed a couple of hints along the way in the original. In the sequel, we'll be revealing a lot more, but it's still not exactly clear what happened or how it happened, and that's something for the players to figure out.
Oh, okay. Good answer.
Fair enough. So when you were developing the game, like, what did you get guys inspired by?
Well, you know, at the time we've been thinking about this game for, more than a decade. You know, at the time there was this kind of really good crop of this reemergence of zombie movies. There was the 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, and then even movies like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead that brought a little bit of humor to it. And what really became apparent to all of us who were working on this was that, you know, the zombie genre is not about going around and shooting and killing zombies. It's about the people, the connections of the people who are surviving, how they work together. You know, even like a movie like Zombieland, that's really a car buddy movie, right? You know, and so there's just all this expressiveness in it, and we wanted to capture that width and breadth of the genre and not just the how do you kill zombies.
So will we maybe see a Twinkie in State of Decay 2?
Well, Twinkie is a trademarked name, and probably not, but you will definitely find Easter eggs hidden throughout the game that call back to some of the great moments from the zombie genre.
So talk us through some of the new features in State of Decay 2 that, you know, maybe State of Decay fans will be excited to get their hands on with.
Yeah, well, our primary goal was to really take what worked in the first one and just double down on it. We came up with a really unique formula, the kind of third-person action married with the really deep RPG progression mechanics for your characters, the base building, and then put that all in a simulated open world. And that formula really resonated and really did well. And so what we wanted to do was just take that, deepen each of those systems, and really just deepen the survival fantasy. But in addition to all that, we added the #1 fan-requested feature, which was cooperative multiplayer. So in State of Decay 2, you're finally going to be able to play with your friends, which is something we've been looking forward to for a long time.
Excellent. Now, one of the things I loved about State of Decay, but it also caused me a lot of pain as well, was permadeath.
Yep.
Are you bringing that back in State of Decay 2?
Oh, it's core to the experience, absolutely. Yeah. You know, there is no sense of threat. There is no sense of consequences for your actions if there's not death in the game. It's hard to imagine making a zombie game that doesn't really have a permadeath. But you know, the important thing for us is that if you die in the game, you can always look at it and say, if only I had done this differently or that differently, right? We never want you to think the game just arbitrarily decided it was time for you to die or you know, kind of cheesed it, right? It has to be because of something you did. And that's the contract we make with the players.
Good.
So really this fan feedback, going back to the co-op, when I think about State of Decay 1, like what I have to do, managing community, I have to build my base, like I have to go into the missions. How does that look on co-op?
So what we wanted to do was make co-op really simple. We don't want a whole lot of like set up your party mechanics and invitations and joins. What you do is you can always just jump into your friend's game. It's drop in, drop out multiplayer. But we also have this really cool mechanic where when you're playing the game, you can register to say I'm willing to help people. And then somebody else, if they're playing, whether they're your friend or not, if they get in trouble, they can shoot a flare gun, and you get a beacon. It says, hey, someone's in trouble. And you can hit that little Xbox button, and you jump right in, and you're there to help them out. And so it really gives it a feeling of like a community helping community, which is really the heart and soul of the game. State of Decay 2 is a game of humans working together to overcome the apocalypse. And the multiplayer mechanics really support that well, too.
All right, Jeff, when will we be able to get our hands on the game?
Yes.
Spring 2018. We can't wait.
We can't really wait.
Fantastic. Yeah. Jeff, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Right. Yes, thank you so much for coming in. Right now it's time for another brand new trailer. Let's take a look at World of Tanks.
blockade began in 1948, we thought the people of West Berlin would be safe. But the Soviets had other ideas. One December day is all it took for the fragile peace to shatter. And once again, the streets were filled with war and death. These are our stories. Now, it's your turn.
Wow, that looks so good. And as you just saw, we're so excited to announce the launch of Xbox Live Arena tournaments for World of Tanks, kicking off on the 22nd of August with user-generated online tournaments and Wargaming-sponsored team tournaments joining arenas in September. Now, let's talk controllers. Now, for those who don't know, Xbox Design Lab is a website where you can go and design your own personal controller using over, well, like 1 billion options. Everything is customizable, including the grip, sticks, and triggers. And we're very proud to announce today that the service is expanding to over 20 additional European countries. Yes! Now, I designed my own and spent over a day, I would say, an estimation on agonizing over my trigger buttons. That's an entire day. But here it is. I wanted to show it to you because it's basically my dream controller. Look at this little beauty, metallic. I wish I'd done my nails for this bit. Oh wait, you've done yours as well?
Yeah,
as well.
We've got some too. Check out, you're not the only one with a special controller.
It's great. Did you just do football colours?
Well, not really. It's kind of football colours. So I've got red for Aberdeen, white for Aberdeen, a bit of grey for Aberdeen as well, and then blue for Scotland. But most importantly, if you have a close look up at this one, can we get closer in that cameraman? This is special edition Gamescom 2017 Xbox Design Lab controller, and you can only get this. Stop it.
No.
You can only get this. Oi, behave.
It's
you can
fine.
only get this
Mine is clearly...
if you design it on the Xbox booth at Gamescom this week. So that is super limited.
Obviously, I think mine is the
nice
best
well.
because it's got my gamer tag on the bottom. That's really special. But you know, I mean, if you guys want to know who you think is the best out of the. Can't even talk. It's obviously the end of the show here.
So excited about how nice mine is.
Just freestyling. Who do you think has got the best one? Let us know on Twitter. It's obviously mine.
Clearly mine.
Hello, it's mine.
No, we're going to have like a fight at the end of this. Yes. Anyway, whilst you're watching on Mixer, you'll be automatically entered into our draw to win redeem codes, so you can design your very own custom controller. Just make sure you're signed into your Microsoft account and you're a winner, and we'll let you know. Here's a video showing off some more cool designs and features, and those countries eligible to get involved. Get ready to be jealous.
My controller is definitely the best. Chris Charla just told me it was the best.
No, that's so not true. He told me it's my controller.
I know, I'm so like, right, everybody, we're joined by Chris Charla from Idea Xbox.
Hey, everybody.
Yay.
And I believe congratulations in our order. It's Idea Xbox's birthday, everybody.
It is.
Yay.
It is.
And look, we brought donuts.
This is awesome. This is totally awesome. I'm going to eat these donuts as soon as we're done.
You have to eat that whole plate before the end of the segment while answering questions.
Yeah, so it's our 4th anniversary. So we launched Idea Xbox right here at Gamescom in 2013, and since then it has been a fantastic ride. Tons and tons of sweet games coming from independent developers all over the world. We've had 600 games shipped through the program so far, including 300 from European developers. So it's really a global program.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
Absolutely.
Proud of you guys. And definitely it's safe to say fans really love these titles, right?
Oh my gosh, it is safe to say. In the, I have some numbers. In the last 12 months, ID at Xbox fans have played more than 1 billion hours of games, ID at Xbox games, which actually, if you do the math, works out to 100,000 years of gameplay in the last year. They've unlocked 200 million achievements worth 6 billion gamer score. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome.
So I just want to say I really contributed a lot of this time also
Thank you.
to this big number. But yeah, congratulations on that one, big achievement. You must have big plans for the future.
Absolutely. We have just tons and tons of games coming. We've got more than 2,500 studios with dev kits right now, Xbox dev kits, Xbox One X dev kits, and they are working on more than 1,500 different games right now.
And I've been playing around with Creators program recently as well.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
It's really cool. I mean, it kind of fulfills a promise that we made when we first launched the Xbox, that anybody was going to be able to make a game. So we've got games, obviously, from big, giant, AAA, publishers. We've got games from fantastic independent developers. And now we've opened up Xbox to anybody who wants to make a game. Anyone can use their retail Xbox One, download free software from Microsoft, free software from the internet, make a game, and ship it on Xbox One. So whether you're a professional, whether you're a student, a hobbyist, a maker, an experimenter, somebody who just wants to goof around, anyone can get their game on Xbox One now.
Excellent. Now, I know you love all ID Xbox titles like they are your children. But give us some that you're really excited about coming up in the future.
I do love all of them, yeah. But there's some great ones coming. So first of all, Cuphead, which I think we're going to do a little bit more about, is coming September 29th. Strange Brigade from Rebellion is going to be awesome.
Yes, Rebellion.
Next week, we've got Path of Exile shipping. It's been in beta, but it's going to ship next week.
Yep.
And then Raiders of the Broken Planet, and so many more, including PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which we are super, super excited about.
Yeah, it was great to see Brendan on stream earlier, wasn't it?
Definitely. And you guys can play it actually at the booth at Gamescom, as well as Cuphead.
Yeah, Cuphead too.
Cuphead as
so
well, yeah.
Really cool. So thank you so much for coming. Make sure you take those donuts.
Yeah, thanks for the donuts.
Otherwise, I will take them myself.
I'm going to snaffle one behind the sofa here.
So right now, let's take a look at some of those awesome ID at Xbox games coming first to Xbox from the ID at Xbox program in the next year.
World premiere.
Now it's time to set sail with the guys from Sea of Thieves. Let's have a look at what adventures they've got in store. Thieves, super excited about this one. We're joined by Joe Neat and Ted Timmons from Rare. So we last saw the game at E3, so what's been going on since then? Updates and news, give it to me.
Indeed. So yeah, so obviously at E3 we showed the magic of going on adventures with your friends in a pirate world, shared with other crews that are going on their own adventures, which was super cool. But we've been hard at work since then, and so coming to Gamescom, we're bringing a completely new build, and we are going to be on the show floor having Xbox and for the first time Windows 10 PC on the show floor too. Right?
There's a little hidden message in that by having Xbox and PC on the show floor, we're announcing crossplay for the first time. So no asterisks, no small print. It is literally in our shared world. You are with people from multiple devices. So very excited about that.
You're breaking down barriers, bringing gamers together. I feel like we have a lot
I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing. I'm
really?
afraid.
Why not? Come on, man.
but it is genuinely a magical experience, crossplay, right? It's
well, you sent an email to the whole team, right?
Yeah, first time I played it.
It's a magical experience.
Yeah, literally that. It was because it was the first time I played it. I was at home, kind of on my Xbox, and I joined in a couple of guys from the studio, and they were playing on PC, and it was just seamless, right? You couldn't even tell the difference, and I've never done that before in a game, and it was literally a magical experience. That, and you know, we have people in our community that have been playing on Xbox or been playing on PC, and they've kind of made friends in the forums and in the community, but they've yet to play together, and so for the first time during Gamescom itself,
lovingly across like a fence.
Exactly, yeah.
Was it easy to do though?
We flicked a switch.
Is that literally how easy?
I don't want to.
A technical person.
I don't want to do.
It'd be harder.
I don't want to do too much injustice to our services team because they work very hard. But then when it actually came to testing it, it just worked, and actually that allowed us to really focus on the PC version. So
yeah, we want to know more about that.
We've come here with 21:9 with an unlocked frame rate, and we've got that on the show floor. But then we've also got 4K running at 60 frames a second because we knew that was super important. We want to, in early 2018, we want to bring the sort of PC game that players expect. And we felt that one of those expectations is to be day and date, right? Is that we don't want the game to be released after on PC. Like, we've come here to say the cross-play, the PC side, like, it's just all together, all on the same day.
Everyone's together.
More songs.
The song writes itself, I have to say. So say I'm going to get together and get my little crew. Who should I be? What kind of characters, what kind of people should I be looking for to make the best kind of pirate squad goals?
Like a real mix, right?
Yeah, you want a mix of people, right? You need someone on the wheel, someone in the crow's nest, someone drinking, someone.
Do you need someone mouthy and loud and who can
you've got to have the banter.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Someone who's good with the music instrument as well, so you can sing along.
Yeah,
and you can actually have your sing along that you've been after this whole time.
I'm desperate to do a sing along, right?
But also, I think like tying into that is that we want players to encounter like different player types, right? Like everyone's different, everyone plays differently, everyone has a kind of part of the ship that I tend to go to the crow's nest a lot. I know you tend to take the wheel. So we're just saying to people, like, you know, come to seaofthieves.com/insider and just sign up and join us in our technical alpha, because we have 100,000 people playing this week, right?
And that's one thing I think that, just to make clear. So from Tuesday to Saturday, like during Gamescom week, our players at home in the technical alpha are all going to be playing crossplay together for the first time, which is super cool.
So, okay, what's one of the funniest things that you've seen in the world? Because there are some crazy, funny.
Can we bring the donuts back and sit here for a bit longer and talk through all the funny moments?
I've literally just shouted across that they better save me donuts. I'm going to like literally flip a couch. Like, bring them back here.
A lot of it involves flying yourself out of cannons, right?
It does, flying yourself out of cannons. But I think it's the creativity of what people do with the tools we give them. So, like, I was playing with some strangers in our alpha, and I was playing with the instrument, and somebody started using a spade as like a percussion instrument, hitting it on the floor of the deck, and you can hit different parts, and it was just amazing. I've started seeing more and more players doing this in the community now. So it's just like, it's what people do with the tools we give them.
What's the one about sick? Let's talk about that.
Well, so Joe talked about, we brought brand new features to Gamescom, and one of the new features is you can now be sick in a bucket and then use that bucket on other people.
Brilliant. Tactical puking.
It's an important feature.
It's an important part of life.
Because before you get your cutlass out, you chuck some sick at them, they're blinded, and then you get your cutlass out and you go.
So it's actually like, that's clever.
It
was not just for flair.
Not just for the fun.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
But it is.
Do you have any about insider program? Any kind of information?
Just come and join us. seaofthieves.com/insider. We've got 250,000 plus.
More than that now, and it'll probably be ticking up right as we speak.
Look at my stats. Look at my stats.
Everybody will get a chance to play the game prior to release as well. If you're an insider, everyone, that's our commitment to the insiders. So
you can be sick in a bucket, and everyone will love you for it. Basically. Unlike a house party where everyone stops talking to you. So anyway, thanks so much, guys. We've got loads of exclusives, big news to come, so stay tuned. But first, it's time for that Minecraft news we've been teasing a little bit about. So let's take a look.
World premiere.
When our developers introduced Redstone to Minecraft, we had no idea what it would unleash. You've built bigger, better and smarter things than anything we imagined. In honor of your creativity, we've come up with an intricate design of our own. Dirt, grass, redstone, combined in a limited edition form like you've never seen before. For the adventurers, the crafters, and those of you who just love dirt, this is for you. We can't wait to see what you do next.
This is the first time I have this really great console in front of me, and I'm almost, yes, I touch it. It's the Minecraft Xbox One S limited edition bundle, and joining me today is Megan Fitzgerald from the Minecraft team. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And may I say first, I love your earrings.
Oh, thank you.
So
Some
the
little creepers in there.
Perfect. So this is really a beauty. Let's talk about this.
Oh, we are so glad to finally be able to talk about this. It has been a labor of love of the entire team, the Minecraft team, the Xbox team, all coming together to create this, obviously inspired by the iconic grass block from Minecraft.
Yes, I can tell. I'm just going to turn it a little bit around so people can see.
Yeah, so you've got the grass block on the front, but that's not all. This is the first retail console that has a transparent casing, and we took advantage of that to put in a little Minecraft flair. We have the redstone circuitry on the inside, so that will light up when you turn on the controller or when you turn on the console.
So this red one right here,
yes.
This is what one that's going to light up.
It's got custom Minecraft sounds on startup when you put in a disc, and it comes with the beautiful creeper controller.
Yes, let's talk about those durable controls. I'm just going to give you the creeper one. This one comes with a bundle, right?
Yes.
All right, and this one is extra.
Yes, so also another iconic mob from Minecraft. You've got the pig, and it's not just the design on the front, but there are some little Easter eggs hidden in these controllers for Minecraft fans. You've got the Minecraft font on the buttons, and on the back we've got TNT for the creeper and a little pig's tail.
And a little pig's tail. I love the pig's tails. If you could choose one, like, would you choose one, or would you be like?
Oh, I'd take the pig.
You can't
absolutely take the pig.
So how easy was it to design this?
Well, I think we've wanted to do something like this for a long time, but all of the thought and detail that went into this obviously took some time.
Oh, definitely. But just to be sure, what's in this bundle? Let's talk about that.
So you get the console, you get the creeper controller, you get the Minecraft game, and that is the Better Together update that includes the cross-platform play and servers for our console players. Also get a free month of Realms and the pack that includes custom skins and textures. So it is a full bundle for the Minecraft fan.
So, and when can we get a hands on this bundle? When is the pre-order happening?
So the pre-order starts right now.
Oh.
And the bundle will be available at retail on October 3rd.
Wow, thank you so much for this information, Megan, and thank you so much for coming. And if, in fact, if you're watching right now in Mixer and you signed in via your Microsoft account, one lucky fan is going to win one of these very limited edition consoles and controllers. So you're just going to be picked at random. So just keep an eye out on your inbox, and you could be the lucky winner. So coming up, we'll be jumping into a stylized cartoon and world with Cuphead. But first, it's time for a world premiere gameplay trailer from our friends at Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Check out the highly anticipated Middle-earth: Shadow of War.
World premiere.
What do they unearth? They are summoning death. But it will be death for all. What is she?
Do you grow? Do you wither?
Talion, we cannot defeat her. What would you suggest I do? Throw down your sword and kneel.
What have we unleashed?
The cry of the forests. Scream of the rivers.
foe is beyond us, Celebrimbor. Not with the spirit of Kana at our side.
Yes, bigger and better in every way than Shadow of Mordor. I can't wait to play that. And because we don't want anything to come between you and the Bright Lord, and if you can't wait to get hands on Middle-earth Shadow of War, we're pleased to announce that these Xbox One S Shadow of War bundles will be available this October.
Nice.
Now, both bundles include an Xbox One S with either a 500GB or a 1TB hard drive. You get Middle-earth Shadow of War, including the bonus in-game items, Legendary Champions War Party, and the epic Sword of Dominion.
Take a breath as you read this.
You get an Xbox wireless controller. You also get a 1-month Xbox Game Pass subscription, and you get a 14-day Xbox Live Gold trial. And if you want to see more on Shadow of War, then tune in on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. German time for the Shadow of War Legendary War Party. I will be there hosting, and I'm going to gather all my orcs around me. Put together a war party. It's going to be great. Yes,
I don't want to go now.
Absolutely.
Just kidding.
So, Julia, what do you get if you combine Contra with Super Mario World and 1930s hand-drawn cartoons?
RSI?
No. No. You actually get Cuphead.
Yeah.
So let's take a look, shall we?
Every time I see it, I just want to know more about it. It's
I just
really
love
cool.
that music. You know, it gets me every single time. I love it. Yeah, that build.
So we're joined by Maya from Studio MDHR. Great to have you with us. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'm super excited about this game, probably more than most other games, just because it's just so fresh. It feels so, which is weird because it's quite old style, but it feels so fresh and different. So what's happened since E3?
Yeah, well, thanks for having us here. We're very excited to be at Gamescom this year with a brand new demo. So we're wrapping up development right now, and as you are probably aware, Cuphead is a run and gun platformer where you can run, duck, jump, shoot, parry. We also have other levels where you can play as a shmup.
Ah, okay.
So Julia's going to talk to you in a second about the animation stuff, but I'm really keen to know more about how the gameplay works and what the kind of gameplay influences are on Cuphead.
Right. So we were heavily inspired by games of the late 80s, early 90s of retro games. So Gunstar Heroes, Contra, Mega Man, and games of that era. Yeah.
And R-Type we were talking about earlier as well. You mentioned that as a big influence.
Yeah, so there are some levels where you do play as a shmup.
Yeah, that messes with your, you know, when you're like, you can't quite understand what's happening, but your body's just like going into like auto mode.
Very
active. It's like using the Force, I always think. It's that zen moment where you just
too
tune
fast.
into
You can't actually process it. It's just really, really quick. But it's you're in that zone. So I suppose we have to talk about the actual style of it as well, because I mean, talk about the process in creating the look of Cuphead, because it's pretty unique.
Yeah, so every single frame in the game is hand-drawn with pencil and paper, and hand-inked as well on paper. So, and also all the backgrounds are watercolor paintings, and there's nearly 3 hours of custom jazz music.
Custom jazz! Yes!
It feels like, Maya, that everything in this game, which is unusual for a video game, has been handcrafted, right? There's like real artisanship gone into this.
Right, yeah, we really wanted to maintain, be authentic to the era of the 1930s.
I mean, because obviously, like, older cartoons were a little bit weird, a little bit strange. And obviously, you know, seeing Cuphead, it's very much like that. Was that kind of always the idea from the start, to kind of keep that bit
Most definitely. It was a draw for us, especially to, it was that surrealistic, approach to animating where there were no boundaries.
Yeah.
So we really loved the idea where Felix the cat could, you know, rip off his tail and use it as a match to light something on fire.
Yeah.
So that was the draw to basically making very wacky, crazy bosses and enemies.
Because that sort of sounds like, when you say it like that, that sounds a little bit horrific in some sort of way, doesn't it? But it makes sense of that era. It's super weird.
Pretty resourceful as well.
I know. I mean,
Felix
if
the
you
cat.
run out of matches,
And we're seeing gameplay on screen here. Now, you can totally see that old school shoot 'em up gameplay. Now, I grew up on those games and I remember them being tough and punishing. Tell us
Yeah.
about the kind of difficulty level in Cuphead.
Yeah, so it was designed to be challenging, but we also have some modern nods to make it fair. So your progression is saved, so every time that you sit down to play the game, you're not starting all over again.
Yeah.
You have infinite lives, and when playing in co-op, you also have the ability to revive your partner if they die off screen, if you catch them while they're floating off screen.
Yeah.
We have also designed the game with multiple modes. So there is easy and normal mode.
Yeah.
And then once you complete the game in normal mode, we unlock New Game Plus. That is
New
finely
Game
tuned
Plus.
for Elite.
Which New Game Plus always sounds really friendly, but
Sounds
it's
innocent,
not,
doesn't it?
not a
But it is
friendly
not.
thing. But I think, is it right that you can actually switch between the different kind of like difficulties for each level?
Yes, so you can play in normal mode for one level, and if you don't have much experience on the next one, you can switch it back down to simple.
Just you get completely rottenly beaten. You're like, I'm not quite New Game mode yet. Not yet.
I can't wait to play it in couch co-op. That's going to be great, right?
Yes. Yes, no, definitely. It's a little more chaotic on screen.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a bullet hell. But like I said, your partner can pop in and pop out at any time by pressing any key throughout the level. The boss health, it does scale up a little bit when you're in co-op mode, but it also scales back down if you've lost your partner.
Great.
Okay.
I loved the fact that one of our biggest cheers at our E3 press briefing was for the release date of
Yes.
Cuphead. So why don't you remind everyone what that date is?
Yes, so Cuphead comes out on September 29th on Xbox One, Windows 10, and Steam.
Excellent. And people here at Gamescom this week are going to be able to play it on the Xbox booth as well. So that's fantastic.
That's
Maya,
cool.
thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you so
in.
much for
Really
having us.
appreciate
Thank you.
it. Right, still to come on the show, we'll hear from Major Nelson, who'll be unveiling something very close to the Xbox team's heart.
I'm just checking. I'm just making sure.
But first, it's time for another world premiere gameplay trailer.
World premiere.
By joining this exciting mission to Mars, you will be part of shaping the future of humanity. You'll get to travel to an inspiring and beautiful new world. You'll research and utilize state-of-the-art technology. You'll construct a dynamic network with extraordinary facilities. You'll develop and sustain an innovative, self-sufficient habitat. You'll get to experience the captivating and energetic weather. You'll live in a prosperous and pleasant community where the relationship between humans and technology has been redefined. And just so you know, the dangers that you might have heard of have been greatly exaggerated. Mars is really a very safe place. Colonize Mars and discover her secrets with minimal casualties.
All right, some more world premiere gameplay there for you. That is Surviving Mars. I loved Cities Skyline, so it's great to get a first look at gameplay of Paradox's new game set on Mars. Now, it's almost the end of the show, but we've got something really special to show you. You might have heard a little bit about it already, but I wanted to officially introduce you to a very special new member of the Xbox family.
World premiere.
Years ago when we started on this journey, you told us you wanted power. This is absolutely the culmination of all of your feedback and something that we think will truly move Xbox forward.
The most powerful console ever made.
So there you go, everyone, the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. And now, even though he couldn't be here with us, we just had to have Major Nelson on the show, so we thought he would be the perfect person to unbox this beauty. Take it away, Larry.
World premiere.
Hi, it's Larry here of Xbox Live's Major Nelson. I'm really excited to share this with you. This is the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition that we are announcing today and will be available for pre-order today as well. Now, I have these special white gloves which are going to allow me to dig in and do an unboxing, but I want to show you the box first because this is beautiful. This is the beautiful packaging which leans into the heritage of Xbox. Here we see the Xbox green. For those fans that have been with us for a while, they're going to notice the X on the front. Kind of looks like the original Xbox, doesn't it? Of course, earlier this year we announced original Xbox coming to back and pat, and here you can kind of see it hinted in this Xbox One X Super Limited Edition packaging. So what do you say we jump into it? Let's take a look at what we have in the box. Of course, we have a trial for Game Pass, and Xbox Live Gold will be included. In this box over here, you'll find the stand, which I've already got attached. This box over here, we're going to include the controller. Batteries are included. A high-speed 4K capable HDMI cable. And then we have the console, but not just any console. This is the world's most powerful console. 4K gaming, 6 teraflops. This thing, as you know, is a beast. Look at the front, look at this beautiful graphic design. We have the Xbox green on both the console as well as the controller. Project Scorpio Edition, this is lovely. All right, now we get a good shot at this. Let me spin it around here so you can see the beautiful, beautiful design on the front, the precision. And the DOS is kind of a gradient all the way down. Again, heritage showing the power. This is the world's most powerful console, and you need a design to show that off, and that's what the Project Scorpio Edition does. You can see it right here. Look how beautiful it is. And here we have the controller. You can see it says Project Scorpio on the front. Of course, the Xbox green is there, which is great to see for folks that know the Xbox green with these beautiful premium buttons. Now, I also want to point out that all your existing Xbox One controllers will work perfectly with Xbox One X, and of course, the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. Isn't it beautiful? All right, let's turn it around and take a look at the ports back here. Of course, if you have an Xbox One S, you'll already recognize the ports. They're in precisely the same order as your Xbox One S, so you can drop this into your home entertainment system, unplug it from the Xbox One S, plug it into the Xbox One X. We're gonna make it easy to move all your content over, and you're gonna be ready to go. What's really cool is we have some design touches back here as well. You'll notice that the HDMI out has a little bump on it, so you know when you're feeling back there, you know exactly what port to plug it into. Everything is exactly the same. It's going to be very, very familiar. And that's a look at the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. Now, everything in the standard edition is included in the Project Scorpio Edition, but here you get this beautiful graphic, you get the Xbox green, and this exclusive stand. Now, I'm happy to share it is available for pre-order today, so get your pre-order in because once it's gone, this is going to be gone for good. My name's Larry here of Xbox Live's Major Nelson. Thanks for watching.
Miss Larry.
Yeah. What are you saying? Are you not entertained by us being here?
Of course I am, but you know, I miss Larry. And by the way, Larry, nice gloves.
Yeah, man of style,
lovely,
man of style.
I feel like he should have made it appear and disappear like a magician, like boom, console.
Well, I am kind of annoyed that he got his hands on a Project Scorpio before me as well.
Well, you're going to be third in line because right now I'm touching it.
Look at
Okay, this is getting weird. We're just all touching it.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be fifth.
What do you like most about it? I love the fact that we've acknowledged how much our fans loved Project Scorpio as a name. I think it's great that we've pulled that out and we've put it on the front of that Xbox One X.
It sounds like a cool Bond villain. Everyone loves a cool Bond villain.
Great.
Project Scorpio.
It was one of the things people were saying to me at E3. They were like, "Oh, Xbox One X is a cool name, but I'm going to miss Project Scorpio." You don't need to miss Project Scorpio anymore because you can get your hands on this.
That never happens though when there's like a temporary name. Like,
so true, isn't it?
No one ever. They're like, yeah, good, get rid of that.
Yeah.
I really do love the stand though because everybody asked also when we had the Xbox One X announced, like, why is it lying? When is the stand coming? So there it is.
Look at it.
And it's got really nice that gradient on the side from grey to black at the top as well. Looks
that's
really good.
true.
Really subtle, but really, really nice. It is beautiful.
And very limited.
And very limited as well. So get your pre-orders in. They are live right now. And unfortunately, that is it from Xbox at Gamescom Live, but this really is just the beginning of our week here in Cologne. If you're in Cologne, make sure you come and see us on the Xbox booth and also on the Mixer booth. You'll be able to get hands-on with big games like Cuphead and hands-on with Xbox One X and everything we've showed you tonight. You'll be able to design one of those Xbox Design Lab controllers. It's going to be amazing.
And of course, don't forget myself and Gray. Sorry. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. German time, 12 p.m. Pacific for the Age of Empires at Gamescom Live. Where we'll be traveling through time. Time, sorry. To explore the game. I was told there was going to be reverb to make that sound cool. But no. And of course, there'll be a huge exclusive announcement.
Don't miss it. It's going to be great.
Yes, you definitely don't want to miss it. And I know that Age of Empires are going to be thrilled at what we are going to share there.
Oh, yeah, and thanks to all of our guests. I was like, just listening, sorry. And thanks to all of our guests on tonight's show. What a great way to kickstart of Gamescom. I'm super excited. I'm excited for tomorrow, actually.
I'm buzzing. And before we all rush off to order our Project Scorpio Edition consoles, no, I'm taking that one. I've bagged that one already.
I've shotgunned it.
We're going to leave you with a little reminder of all the great games you can play over the next few months on Xbox. Goodbye. See you
later.